Reflection's dark secret revealed. I always thought my reflection was just a trick of the light, until tonight, when it started blinking back at me out of sync, and if you stay, I'll tell you what I saw when I finally stepped closer to the glass. I was the last one left in the office, hunched over spreadsheets, when the screensaver kicked in and filled my monitor with a dark, glossy void. At first, I blamed my exhaustion for the oddities, the way my reflection seemed to move a heartbeat behind me, how its eyes blinked when mine stayed wide open. I laughed it off, the kind of nervous laugh that sounds too loud in an empty room. But I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Every time I looked away from the monitor, I saw movement in the corner of my eye, like my reflection was trying to get my attention. The air grew dense, prickling my skin, and when I finally glanced back, my reflection wasn't mimicking me anymore, it was staring straight at me, unblinking, its mouth pulled into a thin, unnatural grin. For a second, I was paralyzed, caught between logic and the primal urge to run. Curiosity, or maybe stupidity, made me lean closer. The reflection leaned in too, but now its movements were entirely its own, head cocked at an impossible angle. I saw its lips move, whispering words I couldn't hear, its fingers tapping silently against the glass. That's when the office lights began to flicker, and the monitor's glow seemed to pulse, synchronizing with something I couldn't see, but could feel in my bones. I pressed my hand to the screen, desperate to prove it was nothing but my tired mind. The glass was ice cold, and on the other side, my counterfeit self pressed back with force, its smile stretching impossibly wide. Then, its eyes rolled back, and a spiderweb of black veins burst across the screen, crawling onto my skin. I jerked away, but my reflection stayed, locked in that monstrous grin, watching as I stumbled from the office. Now, every reflective surface shows me that same twisted face, waiting for me to look just a little too long.